Today I'm going to be showing you how to make an explosion based on my Roblox game, Hot Potato. In order to make an explosion, you are going to need visual effects, which you can either make yourself, or if you don't know how to make visual effects like me, you can steal them off the communist marketplace, also known as the toolbox. After you have your visual effects, you will need to have a location where you want to place the explosion. For example, in my game, the explosion will happen wherever the player holding the potato is. If you want to damage players near the explosion, you will need to increase the scale of your explosion part to the size you want the explosion to be, and damage all of the players touching it. If you want knockback, you are going to have to find the distance between the player and the explosion, and if they are close enough, use that to calculate the velocity needed to be added to the player and for how long. Here is how the explosion effect works in my game. You may notice there is no knockback or splash damage in my game, but I will still be showing how to make these effects in your own. If you have made it this far into the video, please subscribe, like the video, and answer the question in the comment section. I also have a Discord server linked in the description. Now, time to dive into the advanced portion, where I teach you how to make something similar. Alright, we're in robloxstudio, and the first thing we're going to need is an explosion visual effect. And right here I have found a particle that is on this attachment. In order just to show you the effect, I'm going to click enabled and then disable it immediately after. So that's what the effect looks like. The next thing is the explosion part. This explosion part needs to be however big you want your explosion to be. I chose a 15 by 15 by 15 square simply because that just felt right enough. Next thing, you're going to want to put this explosion part inside of replicated storage. That is going to be where we are going to call it from. I have some rigs out here just so later I can show you how the explosion interacts with rigs, since I did finish both the knockback and the splash damage. So, now let's go into server script service, where I have my explode script. And we can go right here. And you'll notice a few things. At first, you'll notice 3 services: the replicated storage, player service, and the debris service. And then the final thing will be the replicated storage.explosion part we have right here. So we have a local function explode. Might as well just get rid of this test.wait. And local random number equals math.random 1 to the number of players. So what this is going to do, this is going to generate a number that is from 1 to the max number of players. And then we are going to set number equal to 0. And then for every player, it's going to set the number equal to number plus 1. And if number equals random number, then we're going to clone the explosion part, set its C frame to our player character humanoid root part.C frame. The explosion.parent is going to equal the workspace, and if the explosion is touched, that part we're going to check if it has a humanoid, and this humanoid is going to be, we're just simplifying this humanoid into H, so it's going to find the part.parent, find first child humanoid, and humanoid.health equals humanoid.health minus 3. Then we're going to create a force, and it's going to be an instance.new body velocity, and the force's velocity is going to be equal the part.parent.humanoid root part.position minus the explosion.position multiplied by 15 by 15 by 15. You can tweak these values, and then plus factor 3.new 0 and math.random 100 to 150. That means if you're, no matter what, you are going to be going up when the explosion hits you. And then, depending on how far away you are from it in other diagonals, you are going to be moved, however, in whatever direction you are from it. Then it's going to set the force.parent equal to the part, is going to add force to the debris surface for 0.1 second, so it deletes that force really fast. And then after 0.2 seconds, is going to add the explosion to the debris surface, and it is going to make it so the explosion cannot be touched, so it will no longer call this function. And then for every thing in the explosion attachment get children, it's going to set enabled to false. Also make sure that all of these particle emitters are set to enabled, because if they're not, the explosion won't play. And then we have this while true is going to wait 10 to 15 seconds, and then it is going to explode. Now you can change and customize everything in the script, but this is the basic one I made for now. It's pretty simple. But now I'm going to show you how this explosion works. Alright, already you can see there's an explosion. Player 2 was damaged by it and got knocked back. And the same thing will also happen with these rigs if they're nearby. The explosion. We're gonna move these rigs a little closer. Now, let's see. See? There's an explosion. They both got damaged. I got damaged. And the damage is a little random because it's not a one and done damage. You'd have to do some other things in order to make it that way. But as you can see, the explosion affects both me and other players. And you get a lot of knockback. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this video and it helped you to understand how to make explosions. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.